For this cake, 4 layers are made, but to shorten the work, bake 2 layers in a large oven tray. So for 1 layer, 10 egg whites are needed, which will be whipped with 300 grams of sugar. After whipping the egg whites and sugar, add 2 tablespoons of soft flour, 200 grams of roasted ground almonds, 10 grams of baking powder. Now mix everything with a wire whisk, spatula or spoon. Once everything is well combined, the batter for the first 2 layers is ready. In a large oven tray, as big as you have, this one is 42 by 32 centimeters, pour the entire batter for the layer. While doing this, preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius and bake the layer. After placing the layer in the oven, reduce the temperature to 160 degrees. The layer is baked. Baking time is 35 minutes. Transfer it to a board like this and let it cool. Prepare the second layer in the same way. Whip 10 egg whites and 300 grams of sugar. Then add 200 grams of ground walnuts, 2 tablespoons of flour and baking powder. You can always find the ingredient list below the video by tapping on the 3 dots. Here is the second layer, ready, and let it cool. Next is the yolk cream. Place all 20 yolks in a pot. Add 300 grams of sugar and whip everything together. Whip the yolks for a few minutes until they lighten and the mass doubles in size. Now place it on heat. In this larger pot, pour water. Place the smaller pot on top, but ensure the bottom of the pot does not touch the water below. And once the water boils, slowly stir the yolks and sugar, cooking them over steam. After 25 minutes of cooking, the yolks and sugar should look like this. And now it's time to remove from heat. Let them cool with occasional stirring. Next, prepare the filling. Here we have 300 grams of ground walnuts. Add 100 grams of sugar and mix everything. Pour 150 milliliters of boiling milk over the walnuts and sugar. And now mix everything. The mixture should be thick like this. So now let it cool. Once both prepared creams cool, whip 125 grams of margarine or butter. Add the soaked walnuts. Then whip everything together and the first filling is ready. Next, melt 200 grams of dark chocolate with a tablespoon of oil. Now let it cool. Next, for the second cream, whip 375 grams of margarine or butter. Then add this yolk cream, but first mix it well like this. I will add it in 2 parts. The obtained cream is then divided into 2 parts, 1/3, 2/3, or in a ratio of 2 to 1. To the smaller part, add 150 grams of roasted ground hazelnuts and mix everything together. To the larger part, add the previously melted and cooled chocolate. Now whip everything together and then refrigerate for about half an hour and whip again. After that, whip everything together once more, stack the layers one on top of the other. Measure half and cut it. Place the first layer on a tray. Place a ring around it if you have one. If not, it's not necessary. Now spread the entire first cream. Place half of the second layer on top. Then spread half of the chocolate cream. Place the third layer on top. Spread the entire yellow hazelnut filling on top. Finally, cover everything with the fourth layer, and then spread the remaining cream. After finishing coating the cake, place it in the refrigerator to allow the fillings to set further, and let it firm up a bit so it's easier to decorate.